Hello there! Hi everyone! Enrico speaking from Reply. Yes, we are here live on Flame, as you see from the microphone, with the microphone, and starting officially, it's 7:30 sharp, the live streaming we have organized and announced in order to follow all together with our community of friends the NASA Perseverance live streaming, NASA Perseverance landing on Mars in live streaming together with our community of friends and mates, and starting by the many communities we are in relationship with that are starting from the Repliers community, the community of Reply employees spread all over the world in so many countries and cities and offices. And of course, the students that follows us thanks to the Reply Challenges initiatives and the Reply U social media accounts. And so welcome to you as well. Some of our new friends on Twitch, because that's an experimentation. We love to start an experiment with new stuff. And today, tonight, together with all of you, we are officially experimenting our first Twitch live streaming. So you know that this is all about interaction and interactive with the community. So feel free to comment, propose questions, doubts, or just again say hi from wherever you are in the world. Not just with me, because I'm just the one who is in charge to help you in interacting, but together with the panel of all our friends connecting together with me. And I'd like to introduce you, of course, the community of people connected today in order to comment the NASA Perseverance rover landing on Mars, about to happen, in a matter of hours, few hours, and we will follow it all together. Let me start with our panel of friends. I will invite together with me my friend Andrea Allocco. Andrea, can you hear me?
Yes, ciao.
Hi there. Ciao, Andrea.
Ciao, everyone.
Hi there. I was in doubt how to start, and then that's why I waited for a second. Then I get the paper. I say, let's start in alphabetical order. Okay, Andrea is always the first.
That's great. At school, I was always the first one to get any call from the professor, so I'm used to that.
That's the point. That's the point. You were used since the high school, the schools.
Yeah, when I was much younger. But thanks for remembering me.
How are you? Everything fine?
It's fine. It's great. I'm so excited today to be live. It's one of the first time for me as well. But it's so interesting and so exciting to be part of this community that I would have not say no for anything. I closed the door. I kicked my wife out, and I said I needed to be here now.
I'm in love with the room you're in, because it seems like all the planets behind you on the walls.
This is the room of my daughters. So if you see puppies or something, just.
But that's a great room, because they have planets on the walls and the encyclopedia. Sorry, how to say it? The big book of knowledge behind it.
Okay.
That's great. Hello, everyone. Welcome again. I say hi to all the people connecting together with us. I will continue in welcoming together with me and Andrea. Right now, it's hard to follow. Let me say if I can follow the alphabetical order. Let's start with the name. It's Alexander together with us. Alex, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you guys.
Hi there. Welcome on board.
Hi.
How's it going? Everything good?
Everything is fine, but I'm so excited. What is happening tonight? If everything goes right and if the mission will be successful.
Yeah, all the fingers are crossed in order to assist and attend together with you a great moment of science and an historical moment as well, because that's what we are talking about. We will, just to tell you, to the audience, we will tell you more about the mission. If you have read some article or stuff, we did a job. We tried to collect and cluster the most important information. You, the repliers, did the job. And so I'm in love with the idea of sharing knowledge together with our audience tonight. Let me start even by saying something about your, Andrea and Alex, starting with you, your job in Reply, your history in Reply, what you're doing right now. Andrea is a kind of experienced Reply, right?
Well, in 1st of January, I made 20 years in Reply.
Wow.
That is a great success. That means also that I'm pretty old. My daily job is managing a company, and then I'm an engineer. So I'm an engineer by heart. Everything that has to do with technology and everything, I will continue to do forever.
That's why you're here, as a passionate in science and engineering above all. Okay, may I ask you the industry you work most with into the...
Yeah, for sure. Mainly I'm working with financial and banking.
Okay.
And I'm managing the CE countries, so Eastern Europe.
Okay. Thank you, Andrea. I will move the same question to Alex. Your experience as a replier, the industry you work with and for, let us know something more.
Of course, I'm quite new at Reply. I think it's my 6th month. And I really like it. Really like it. Yes, it's one of the best jobs I ever had. And in the past, I have worked for one Rover mission at the German Aerospace Center.
Yeah, that's the point. Good to share, of course. Not only you're passionate about space exploration, but you have an experience about that.
Exactly, but it was not for the moon; it was for the Mars, and other way around.
Yeah. Sorry.
For the moon and Mars.
Okay. All right, so we will continue in leveraging on your experience and knowledge in the next minutes. I'll welcome another replier, part of our panel of speakers following the alphabetical order. If I'm not wrong, it's time for my friend Elio. Elio, can you hear me?
Hi, Enrico. Hi, everyone.
Hello, man. Nice to have you on board.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm so happy and I'm so excited to stay here tonight and follow with you this really interesting moment. So thank you.
Good to hear that. We may, again, same question for you as well. Would you like to share with us a bit more about your experience as a replier and your passion about space?
Yeah, I work for Reply from about 7 years. I work in operation field for some customer here in Italy, business and banking and so on. So I work in database and other technologies field, but my passion is about robotics, technology in general. So I can't wait to explore more deep this rover because it's really amazing. I am happy.
You may know that Elio, right after our live streaming, will get his second or third degree, I don't know which, about robotics, space exploration with robots, because he got so many information that he's now ready to get a PhD about that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's continue in welcoming our panel of speakers. Again, we move to. I haven't said that, but we have Andrea, who's working in East Europe, but he has an experience in Germany. Alex is based in Germany, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Then we have Elio in Rome, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I move back to Germany because we have Fabrizio together with us. Fabrizio, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, hi there.
Hi,
welcome aboard. Yeah, no, again, it's me thanking all of you, of course, in following us in this crazy experiment. Or let me say that the first time we tried to do something similar, thanks to your passion about space and science in general. Fabrizio, would you like to present yourself a bit for the audience?
Of course. So I'm also based in Munich as Alex. I joined Reply around 3 years ago, and this was actually my first job out of academia. And I work for Riveland Reply, one of the subunits in Reply, and I mostly work in the automotive sector. Even though I studied astrophysics and physics, and so my passion is there, and this is why as soon as Enrico contacted me to join this activity, I immediately accepted because it's such a nice opportunity.
That's a point in Reply we have to stress a lot. I mean, people with the repliers community are fine with it, but it's great to share the story that we simply use our internal social network tool to ask for people passionate in something like the space exploration, and in a kind of minutes they pop up, they appear. We'd say, okay, I have a degree in astrophysics. I'm passionate about robotics. I did space exploration already. I'm just passionate about the idea of having part in this. And that's, I mean, a great thing to share with all of you. That's, I mean, the thing that make it so easy, actually, to do something similar. Okay, again, welcome to all the people following us. We are talking about the Mars the landing on Mars of the NASA Perseverance rover that is about to happen in the next couple of hours. Yes, we will attend, we will assist together with you the NASA live streaming that will compare together with us. We will appear here together with us as soon as it starts, and we will comment it together with you. And we all the time, back to the future somehow. We'll have the chance to comment it together and to know more, go deep into these so important and historical mission and exploration. I have to welcome other people, so stay together with us, because following the order, I have to welcome Giuseppe back to Italy and to Data Reply. If I'm right, Giuseppe, can you hear me?
Hi, Enrico. Hi, everyone.
Hi, man. How are you?
Very good. Thank you. Enrico,
Okay,
I'm very happy. Thank you for inviting me tonight, and I'm very happy to sharing this moment, this historical moment.
We are happy, of course, of having you too. I see right now. I see a pattern. So many NASA T-shirts appearing right now. Or science in general, that is good as well. Giuseppe, would you like again, as for the others, to introduce a bit yourself and your passion about space?
For sure. I'm passionate about space since I was a child, and in practical, I'm here in Reply from less than 3 years. And I'm working among the other clients also with the European Space Agency as a space development lead in Data Reply. So nice to meet you with all the others.
That's it. I would like to state this as well, that we started in Reply a kind of community of passion about space, and we called it the Space Jam community. You are somehow leading the community so far because you're collecting materials and spreading knowledge about it. Were you surprised by the proposal to start this live streaming night together with the others?
I'm surprised, but in a positive way. And actually, we have a community, is a team for sure. And the hope is to increase also in the next months this kind of hype on space that will lead also for our company new opportunities. But tonight we are here for sharing passion and this kind of incredible scientific goals that we are reaching.
Yeah, we'll be there by telling you more about the Perseverance mission, its goals, how it will develop, and of course, I mean, again, fingers crossed, because we definitely want to assist to a successful mission together with the people at NASA that will be onboarded together with us for their official live streaming in a moment. Okay, I will end the panel of the speakers by welcoming my friend Paolo. Paolo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, Enrico. Hi, everyone.
How's going there? NASA T-shirt for you as well.
NASA T-shirt. I'm in the dark room just to be more involved in the feeling of this mission.
Would you like again to tell us something more? You are deeply connected with the idea of communities in Reply, even in a different way. But
yes, I'm working in Reply since few years now. It's like 18 years, like Andrea.
Okay.
I'm passionate about technologies in general. I have a computer science background. I've started working in Reply, working on telecommunications and value-added services. But then I have also the opportunity to lead the video game studios in Reply. And the
well-known Forge Reply team.
Forge Reply, yes. That now has been renamed in Reply Game Studio.
Yeah.
And now I'm dealing with something different. I'm at a Reply holding level, and I'm dealing with what we call communities of practice. There are teams similar to this one, people that are really passionate about a topic and that are spending some of their time in developing knowledge around that topic. So passion, I would say, is a common
trending topic. The leitmotif connecting all the dots. Okay, thank you very much, Paolo, so for your kind presence together with us tonight. As you see, we have a wide panel, not only of speakers, but of different experiences, because there are curious people, passionate people, experienced people about space exploration as well. We have newbies in Reply together with partners and again, seniors, let me say, in Reply as well, together with all of us, because you see we have two empty spots in these 9 squares, and we'd like to welcome 2 members of the Reply ambassador team. So far, just one. We may include another one following. And I'd like to welcome Gabriele from the Reply ambassador team. Ciao, Gabriele.
Hi, everyone. Ciao, Enrico.
Hi there. Nice to have you on board together with us. You gave me the assist again to remind one of the many activities we have offered to, we are doing together with university students worldwide. That is the Reply Ambassadors team. You can learn more about it on the webpage ambassadors.reply.com. And it's actually, I would start by introducing Gabriele, and then I will tell you more about it. Gabriele, who you are? Would you like to present yourself and your presence tonight?
Yeah, sure. So I'm attending the 3rd year of a bachelor in computer science in Udine, and I'm going to graduate in the next month. I'm an ambassador since March 2020, so it's not a lot of time, but I understand that this opportunity give me a lot in terms of experience, knowledge, and connect with other people also that are of my age. And also with the repliers that work on in this community.
Sure. We have another proud ex-ambassador, an alumni of the ambassador, Chiara, together with us. Thank you, Gabriele, for your introduction. Are you passionate about space as well, or space exploration in general?
Sure. I'm not an expert, but I'm sure so a passion about this topic, and I follow all the activities about SpaceX, NASA, and so on.
Okay, that's what it's linking all of us, I guess. That's, correct me if I'm wrong, but each of us, at least here, anyhow, even without our invitation, you would follow tonight the landing of the Perseverance rover on Mars. Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. That's a good starting point. So that's why we started it, to say, okay, why not to do it together? It's just a matter of connecting ourselves in another video call. We are kind of used to, so not that big problem in doing that. Okay, thank you very much, Gabriele. I would continue the promotional stuff. Sorry to say that, but behind me you can say a big astronaut, together with the Reply logo as well. And the Reply Code Challenge banner, if you may be aware of, on March the 11th, we will have our 4th Reply Code Challenge, one of the biggest coding competition all over the world. If you want to learn more about it, and if you are following us tonight, you are passionate about space and science in general, you definitely don't have to miss the Reply Code Challenge. So visit challenges.reply.com, register yourself, form a team together with your friends or even people you don't know nothing about, because we have a way to build up a team with other passion in coding worldwide. Form a team from 2 up to 4 members, and on March 11, connect to discover the secret problem and try to find a solution by coding in any programming language with the best coders worldwide. We are talking about 20,000 people participating past year. A great, a great experience of learning and experimentation together with thousands of coders worldwide. So if you'd like to, again, March 11 is the date, challenges.reply.com, as you see here appearing thanks to the guys in the control room. You can register, form your team, and participate together with us. And why not learn more about the whole challenge universe, because there are challenges about cybersecurity, creativity, investment, and so on. Just visit and discover more about it. But tonight we are talking about space. That is a completely different topic. Kind of different, but linked with the coding as well, because everything here is working thanks to coding, of course, and people coding, even the robot gonna be. It is path landing to Mars in about 2 hours, more or less. So feel free, comfortable, because we will have time together to comment this incredible night. Where to start? Yeah, I promised that. Paolo, please.
No, Enrico, you're right. Coding, I think it's the link between what we do every day and what is going to happen tonight. So
I think so.
I can feel of the same environment, of the same world, being part of the code.
Yeah, even because by talking, I'm moving in a random way, okay? But one of the things, the many things that appear to our knowledge by studying the mission and so on, is that actually the computer on board of the Perseverance rover is not even that much complicated, not even the supercomputer you might expect with, because the power consumption has to take in consideration, and even it's very hard, as a crazy mission in terms of complexity, but you have to take care making a trade-off as part of all the engineering problem, the trade-off of the different things you have to take care, the battery, the consumption, the complexity, the weight of the rover, and so on. So that's just one side of the many aspects of the mission.
And coding is key in all this.
Yeah, of course. The coding part is for sure the link between all of us. All of us here and all the people following us in the audience. Again, welcome all the people connecting together with us. We are live right now since half an hour, kind of. We are commenting together the Mars Perseverance rover landing on Mars, thanks to the title appearing behind me. We'll be together, and in a matter of minutes, we will welcome together with us the NASA live streaming, the live and official live streaming that we will comment all together. And of course, we welcome all the questions appearing, all the things that you might be curious with, and we are here in order to try to give you an answer if our passion and our knowledge is enough. And of course, we will welcome your knowledge as well in order to make a better panel too. My friend René, I'm happy to have him as the first question appearing right now. René is a replier as well, part of our great community of colleagues. That is asking, does the rover actually carry only NASA instruments, or are there some ESA, the European Space Agency, or other space agency build instruments on board? That might be a question that I don't know if Elio, Andrea, or any other people here might answer. Or Alex, you were booking yourself, right?
Yes, I can answer the question.
Please. Yeah.
All right. So I will share my screen with you.
Yeah, give us a second and we will project your screen sharing appearing.
I don't see it at the moment.
Yeah, don't worry. We let us know once you're sharing and we will get it. There we go, right?
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we see a picture of the rover and the many flags appearing, actually.
Exactly. So you see here an artistical illustration of the Mars rover. It's not a real image. And you can see there are some instruments. And next to the instruments, there are some flags of European countries. And so these are actually the instruments which comes from the European Union. So, and it's quite common that instruments which goes with an American mission, like here in this case with NASA, actually comes from Europe. It's quite common in our space agency that there's a cooperation between different organizations and European institutes.
The many agencies collaborating on the same mission at the end. So I guess it's an answer for René's question as well. We may have a comment about the different aspects of the robot. I guess I mean, in the following minutes of our live streaming tonight. Let's make maybe a step back in the description of what we are talking about in general. Okay, this is again a mission organized by NASA in order to make a big rover, as the Perseverance one we see in the picture, landing on Mars in about a couple of hours. But there are many questions about. I mean, even at the beginning, I'm just playing the role game of the guy completely unaware of anything. First question might be, why on Mars? Why are we talking about Mars exploration? Is it the most interesting thing that we can take care of right now? Is there a particular reason why we are addressing our attention on that planet specifically? I don't know if it's an open question, up to all of you, of course.
Can maybe take it, Enrico?
Please, yes, Fabrizio.
So the point is that we are very interested in terrestrial planets, so planets in which we can walk on. In our solar system, we do have 4 terrestrial planets, so the innermost ones, and then the outer ones are instead gas giants. And the first terrestrial planet that we have is Mercury, but it's too close to the sun, so we cannot really live there. The other Mars are only practical where impossible to go. Unfortunately, on Venus, we have the problem that we have a runaway greenhouse effect. Something is the new light now.
We have a bit of trouble with your audio, Fabrizio. Yeah, can you hear us now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, but we have a bit of lag in the audio description. You were saying after the Mercury planet, we get it right, and then you were continuing the list.
Yeah, exactly. So then we have Venus, which unfortunately is experiencing a runaway greenhouse effect, which means that the atmosphere is too thick, and so the temperature on the planet is around 1,000 degrees Celsius. So it's really not viable.
Not good. Okay.
Exactly. So the only option that we have in our neighborhood would be Mars, where unfortunately also there the conditions are not that great, but at least we will not cook ourselves to death as on Venus. So that's why we are heading there.
What do we have to take in consideration? Okay, assuming that we are sending a rover right now, so a robot that doesn't take that much care of temperature or sleeping or breathing or the other stuff. What is that on Mars is kind of to take in consideration for the human exploration in the future? It's gravity, it's the temperature, average temperature. What are the different aspects we have?
Well, the main problem is that Mars is lacking a thick atmosphere, as we have it here on Earth. Then Giuseppe can tell us much more later on about that. And essentially, the atmospheric pressure on Mars is around 0.6% of the one that we have on Earth. Without space, going to less needed. And so this all brings about the average temperature on the planet is well below freezing. Also having a thin atmosphere means the surface of the planet is bombarded by
it's still a bit hard to get you. Not super. Yeah, we can hear you properly. Actually, I don't know if there is if you want to disconnect and reconnect, might help to have a stable connection. Yeah, don't worry. We have time, of course, to do so because we are here for hours, so don't worry.
Giuseppe can anyway take over.
Yeah, for sure. Even because we can leverage on others, of course, experience and able to answer. We have questions appearing on our feed, even on Twitch and YouTube together. We have another one appearing. Yes, I will get it. Our friend, DWOM67I, is this landing site a prime candidate for a future manned mission? So we are already introducing the site where the rover is about to land. Help me, guys. The crater name is
Jezero.
Jezero. Thank you very much, Andrea.
I can take this one.
Yeah, please, Andrea. Yes.
Well, the name of the area where they will land is called Jazero. We will know more later. It's old lake. So one of the ideas is that there should have been water in the past. I've not found anything related to the fact that could be an area for future human landing. The major goal of this mission is to find and to study geology and to find the first existence of life. So probably it's an interesting area, but it's a lake. It is also pretty low compared to the sea level in Mars. So probably it's not the best place where to put a future mission for human beings. Or at least I've not seen anything like that, and this is not the goal. So Jazero, moreover, was a place that was chosen out of more than 80 candidates.
Whoa.
It took 5 years for NASA to decide where to land. 3 worldwide conferences and some other stuff. So it was really pretty complicated. And there are many questions they have to answer. And Jazero was the top one at the end.
Seems easier for Italy to get a government than to decide where to land on Mars.
Yeah, I was surprised to think that it took 5 years just to find the place where to go.
Okay. That of course, yeah. I guess that it's actually the first problem you have to decide. It's not even about the when. It's mostly about the where, because you have an entire planet where to decide to land, and possibly not making any kind of issue.
What they have done is deciding the different goals of the mission. Based on the goals, they defined the top 10 questions, and then all the people around the world, it's really a worldwide effort, supported in answering to the question. There were 3 conferences, like I said, a lot of debates, and then it was a kind of voting. So one person, one vote, and they decide.
That's the point. It's democratic at the end. You decide all together where to land. Thank you. So Darren from Airwalk replied that proposed us his question. Thank you for again being together with us tonight. And thank you, Andrea, of course, for your answer. We already, we are discovering somehow, even in a random way, many different aspects of our mission. I mean, the mission we are following together with you. Again, welcome. It's 4 minutes after 8 o'clock. We are live together with a panel of repliers, employees in Reply, digital consulting company from all over the world, connected together just as passionate and experts, yes, about space exploration and the space industry in general. We like to comment together with you the Mars Perseverance rover landing about to happen tonight. Follow us. You can interact, proposing us your question and commenting together everything happening. I will continue, if you agree, in welcoming new questions, and we will discover more and more what's going to happen in the night. We have a funny one, maybe by our friend on YouTube, Erdgrul, who is asking, can a rover survive a dust storm? I don't know if dust storm are something, I'm assuming are something kind of common on Mars. They might happen. Elio, if you want.
I don't know if on Mars are expected dust storm intended in as the Earth meaning of dust storm, but I can help you from the rover point of view, because the rover is 6 well equipped, and it is studied to check himself in every time. So if something like a dust storm will happen, the rover will be will be checked from remote laboratory from NASA.
Sure.
And also with a lot of camera that the rover is equipped. So I think that we could have some possibilities to survive to dust, for sure, to dust. I don't know from a dust storm in which way is intended on the red planet. I don't know if someone here can add some information about the dust storm.
Maybe we can involve Giuseppe if you'd like to. I mean, let's keep the answer a bit wider by saying something about the atmosphere on Mars and in general the atmosphere on the red planet. I don't know, Giuseppe, if it's your area of interest, or we can revert the question to others.
No, we can reply, absolutely. Enrico, actually, I would like to share my screen for having an overview on the planet, because this will help us to contextualize where we are going in search of a life.
Let us know when you are ready, and we will project your screen, okay?
Okay, here we go.
Yep, it's gonna happen. Okay, yes, we see your browser.
Okay, so we are going to land on Mars, as we said before. As also Fabrizio was explaining us, Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun and is one of the terrestrial kind of planet. And we are going to go deep in various detail, but I want to reply on the atmosphere side. So I'm going to go on the first of all, about the condition, is very useful to understand what are the critical and also for the habitability of the planet, because on Mars we have an average weather and temperature of minus 63 degrees Celsius. But on Mars there are seasons, and during this season there are also storms, as we said before. So this can really, we have a wide window of conditions, which, as you can see, stands from minus 140 up to 30 degrees, with an average which is actually very low. What about the structure of the planet that also help us to understand why the Mars is red and why there are these critical conditions on the surface?
It's not a stupid question asking why is it red?
Why the planet is red? The planet is red because we don't have an atmosphere, or actually we have a thicker atmosphere in reference to the Earth one, and this doesn't allow the creation of greenhouse effect that give, for example, allow the water to be liquid on the surface and give to the Earth the image that we know. And but why we have this kind of characteristic? Because the core, the nucleus of the planet, is very different from the Earth one. In the Earth, now we can see some animation here, but we have a solid core with a liquid core around, and this allow the creation of an electromagnetic shield that protect our planet from the sun, from all the atmospheric condition that doesn't allow the life on Mars, for example. Or actually, we don't have the same kind of we don't have the liquid water and the situation of habitability we know. On Mars, in the core of Mars, we just have a solid core, and the electromagnetic protection is lower, and so we don't have an atmosphere as we know. The atmosphere on Mars, in fact, is constituted mainly from CO2, and we cannot breathe on Mars. So these are the situation, because the lighter gases they don't stay in the atmosphere as on Earth.
That's an assist to talk about another crazy concept that is terraformation, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I see Fabrizio saying
Fabrizio.
yes. Yeah, let me make a step back, because we have Paolo and Andrea would like to add something about the dust storm, right?
Well, yes. On my side, I only wanted to add that when you have an electronic equipment or a mechanical equipment that you need to send to a place with dust, of course, you need to test it. And in Reply, we have a machine in our labs in Turin. We have a machine that reproduces a kind of dust storm where we can test electronic equipment. So I wanted to highlight this because it's another link between technologies and the link to what we do every day and
sure.
space mission.
Sure. Andrea.
Yes, what I wanted to add, without saying too much for the next steps, but during the landing phase, one of the landing phase is when the rover removed the parachute and start with the rockets. The reason why they don't go till the terrain with the rockets is because not raising dust. So when that part reached around I think 7 meters from the terrain, there will be this final rover descending with cables on Mars. And this is done not because they love it. This is done to avoid any raise of dust from the terrain. So I think that is able to manage some dust. I don't know if it's able to survive to a dust storm.
But better if not. And you were right in mentioning that they are doing this crane rocket thing, not because they love it, because Elon Musk might have done it. I guess that it's just for an idea of loving training rockets, going everywhere. But yes, there is a reason why, of course, in this perspective, the rocket will be gently pulled down till the Mars
terrain,
surface, the terrain. Yes, with these, I don't know if any of you has these the image or somehow to describe these processes.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay,
Andrea, if you'd like. Thank you.
Let me just check because I have more than one. I need to choose the right one.
Yeah. Don't worry. We keep our time.
I will share with you now.
Yeah, give us a second and we will, as soon as we see your screen appearing, we will project it. Alex is saying, Alex will be back in a minute, but he's saying that Mars 2, I guess it's a mission, failed due to a dust storm. So that's even an answer that we may have.
So good luck tonight.
Exactly. Okay,
so when you see the screen.
We see it, Andrea. If you want to go in presentation mode, perfectly. We see it right now.
Okay, so now this is a bit an anticipation of the discussion during today. But if you look at the end, there are many steps and stages. This power descent that I showing with my mouse is when they set up the rocket. And the rocket have two major goals: to slow down the speed, because otherwise it will crash on the terrain, and driving to the specific landing area. And then you see here very badly in the last part, there will be some cables that are put in the rover, the final rover, on the terrain on Mars. And then this part is flying away and will become a dust on Mars, I think.
Yeah, in the far future.
Yeah.
And we can also talk about, for example, looking this. If you want to share your screen another time, because I want to anticipate a little tip.
I made a mistake.
Don't worry. Because in this moment we are. I don't know if we are entering in the Martian atmosphere in this particular moment. but we are now in the spacecraft mode, we can say. So we are at the top, and the spacecraft is composed of different modules. Each module is a sort of stage component. And actually, in the end of the landing phase, you have this sort of jetpack that gently will put the rover on the Martian surface, and after will fly away in uncontrolled way. So it's not near the rover itself. So
correct me if I'm wrong. We are talking about here in those 7 minutes of terror. Is it right, or is it before the 7 minutes in which not any kind of communication will be available from Mars to the Earth?
Let's say yes and no, but I explain you why. The distance between Mars and the Earth obliges the light signals to take around 14 minutes to reach. So the signal sent from Mars will take 14 minutes to reach the Earth. So why these are the 7 minutes of terror? Because when you reach the signal, I'm starting to enter the atmosphere, it's already landed.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah,
yes.
but don't worry, because we this time we have a lot of cameras, so we should see all the faces, also the parachute opening, and some other stuff. Really interesting and amazing. So I don't think that it will be in real time, but after we should have the video and images.
Yeah, sure. Yes, of course. That's something we have to take in consideration. That as long as we comment it's gonna be already happen actually. So we hope for receiving good signals from Mars, but then it's 11 minutes actually that the signal from Mars takes in order to reach the Earth, and that's something, of course, to take in consideration of. Welcome again, all the people, and thank you very much to Elio and Andrea for taking in charge this particular answer. Welcome back, Alex, that is together with us again. Thank you again to all the people here, to all the repliers, and Gabriele, the reply ambassador team member, together with us tonight. Gabriele, so far so good? Yeah, everything good. Okay,
everything good. Yeah.
Okay, feel free. If you have to study for an exam, you are allowed to do it. Okay, just listen to us, and in any kind of question you have, you can raise your hand. Okay.
I have an exam tomorrow morning, but it's not.
Come on! Which one?
I'm prepared.
You prepared? No, tell us more about the exam. Come on.
Human-computer interface.
Oh, really?
Oh, gosh.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, guys, is there any expert here in HMI? Human-computer Alex knows something. Can you help? What do you have any doubt about it? Okay, sorry, Mars. Can you wait a second? We have to help the guy here. Gabriele has to know something about. Is there something is not clear? Your professor hasn't explained.
Well, it's pretty clear what he explained us. But there is
Where
always.
are you studying?
Sorry.
Where are you studying?
In Udine, in the northeast of Italy.
Yes.
Ah, nice. Pretty cool. Good luck.
Thank you.
And
Stefania.
Yeah, is it Stefania is team member of the Reply recruiting team, so she is saying good luck to you for a precise reason why. Okay, so yeah, you feel kind of skilled for it because you are attending the event tonight with us, so I guess you are kind of self-aware.
Yeah. Yes, I'm pretty quiet. Tomorrow it's my last exam probably, so I'm so happy.
Okay, yeah, you're preparing
for the moment, yeah, right, because I also to do the master, but for the bachelor probably would be my last exam.
Whoa! So good luck, of course, all of us here. We please let us know. Okay, people will want to know how the exam of Gabriele will do tomorrow. You were so kind in mentioning and was so interesting the topic of your master thesis, the final thesis you have to develop. You want to share together with all of us?
Oh, sure. I'm working on a research project about fake news detection. And I'm working with the graph convolutional network, so a deep learning algorithm that try to connect the claim to some evidence. So we try to research in Wikipedia dataset some evidence that are correlate to the claim, and we use some transformers like BERT and an attention mechanism to use in natural language processing, and then we try to do something with the graph convolutional network, and then we try to predict if the claim is it's verified or not.
Ambitious, I would say.
Yeah.
The very interesting project, and good luck for it as well. People are already.
We are lucky that he's not checking us tonight.
Yeah, exactly. The people were already proposing to have another live streaming tomorrow after your exam on Twitch, but I guess it would be too much. We will keep the idea of having the Mars rover landing together with us. Okay, thank you, Gabriele. We were happy about learning more about your story. Again, stay with us because you are so kind in following the Mars rover landing tonight. Other question appearing and following. I mean, again, the stream. I would keep it. Thomas 2112. Is there any possibility of failure, explosion, lost connection, rover lost, and so on? That's a very interesting topic, unfortunately, that we have to take care of. Guys, who wants to try to answer?
I can start to say that there are many possibility of failure. I don't know if I have read correctly, but I was reading this morning that only 60% of mission are succeeded. So on these with rovers. So. It's a general question, but for explosion, I don't know if something could go wrong during the landing phase. That is the 7-minute error is a reason why they call it in this way. And for lost connection, it depends, because from the rover side, I hope that antennas will work always. But if the antenna will work correctly, we have 3 kind of different typology of antenna. We have one UHF band antenna that will talk with Earth using orbiters around Mars. We have 2 different X band antenna, so we are talking about 7 or 8 gigahertz, so a short long wave. This is this antenna will communicate directly with the antenna present on the Earth. So we have NASA has a different system to communicate with the rover. So I think that lost connection is it should possible, but I think that this could happen with a problem on the rover. For rover lost, rover has also, apart from a pre-loaded map and preloaded map, has also an autonomous software for drive and detach some obstacles on the and also we have several cameras, so I think that also rover lost is not so it's possible, but I don't know if if it's so high the percentage of this event.
Alex, were you want to add something?
Yes, sure. I would like to share my screen.
Sure.
Because I did some statistics.
Coming now. In the meanwhile, I deserve an answer to my daughter Emma, who is asking why there are only men here and not a girl together with us. It's a problem, of course, in general of the diversity, even the gender balance into the tech skill set. Unfortunately, we don't have any proposal from a girl to participate together with us here in this live streaming tonight. But I'm happy to say that the question we are answering right now is coming from Tamara, one of our, friendly replier attending the event together with us. So Emma, you see, we have a girl together, at least one, and Stefania as well, commenting the live streaming tonight. Daddy will be back at home, don't worry. But now, part of the answer of Alex.
All right. So far, there have been 9 rover missions to Mars, and 3 of them were successful. 1 rover is still operational. This means that the mission objective has not been reached yet, but the rover is still operational.
Sure.
And only 3 out of these 9 rover missions were a failure due to different reasons, maybe an explosion in the beginning or lost communication after the 7 minutes of terror. And 2 rovers are still en route. This is the Perseverance, or Mars rover, and also the Chinese rover, which is coming in some months. And when we are looking through the years, in the 70s, there were 2 failures. And sorry for that. And
yeah,
in
don't
the
worry.
80s, in the 80s, there was another one, but after the 80s, there were no failure anymore.
That's a thing. That's a thing, of course.
Yes, this is a thing, and this gives us a good feeling, I think. And here we are today, and 2 rovers are still coming, and I already put I hope you can see it. It's a green arrow to the left.
Yeah.
This is my hope that these rover missions will also be successful.
Of course. You mentioned
far, only 3 out of 9 have been lost, and I think this is a good sign because it's not a majority, and the rest are still operational. Let's hope for the best.
Yeah, exactly. We were prepared with the right answer, prepared to answer any kind of question. So we have everything ready. And thank you very much, Alex, for your explanation of the overall mission. You mentioned that 2 missions are on their route. Rover's mission are on their route to Mars. One is, of course, the Perseverance rover landing we are talking about tonight. And there is another one that is the Chinese mission, if I'm right.
Exactly.
Which, if I'm right, I know that the spacecraft, the satellite part of it is already orbiting around Mars, but the rover landing is expected later in the year in May.
I think in 2 months.
Okay, maybe, yeah. I'm not sure. We may check and have the proper answer later. But anyhow, the journey ends. At least they arrived on Mars because the announcement was a few days ago. But the rover is expected to land on Mars later in the coming months. May. Okay, thank you, Alex, for checking. Okay, so we may start already. I mean, we will continue this randomly way of answering question. Of course, guys, if you feel the need of adding something, please switch on the mic and intervene. That's absolutely what we are here to do. But the NASA official live streaming started already, kind of 15 minutes ago. I guess you were kind of having a look at it anyhow, but we can have a look at it together right now just to check if everything is working properly.
We have a student question on video for you from Macy.
Okay, we see that it's there.
Macy Ragsdale.
Okay, they have the kids too. Oh, come on.
Alive on Mars? Thank you.
We should.
They have women at NASA.
That's it.
I ask myself, is anything alive there? And frankly,
Enrico, you know that the name of the mission was decided by a young boy
Oh, please, Andrea, we can go deep in this, please.
Well, that's the only information I know. So,
Okay.
but there were two. There was a kind of competition between a high school in USA, and the name of Perseverance and the name of the helicopter that now I don't remember it. Sorry.
Yeah, but
were chosen by two person, and there was one young guy and one young girl.
We may go deep in it. You mentioned part of the mission that was the Ingenuity helicopter, the little drone part of something we were so curious about, and Elio studied a lot about it. So I will give him the moment to let us know more about it. But then, yes, good to add, I would say, that again, in a matter of participation, let's say this, in a communication perspective, NASA is great. They're doing a great job in order to welcome the audience and the people in attending what is definitely a science mission, but that's becoming something kind of entertaining in a way, something that is involving people in attending it, right? Okay, we're seeing the NASA live streaming going on. I mean that we still have minutes before stuff really becoming hot and happening really. So we will continue our discussion. Welcome again to all the people connected together with us here on Twitch and YouTube, where we are live. We are a bunch of passionate about science and space exploration, coming from Reply, digital consulting company. If you want to learn more about us, reply.com is the website. And we are here in order to follow together with you the Mars Perseverance rover landing that is about to happen tonight. One of the milestone of the space exploration that we are again so curious about. We are collecting other questions coming in, so I don't know if it's already the proper time to show another one. Yes, JNZ Games is saying touchdown. What's going to happen next within the first 24 hours on Mars? That's a very good question. I would say that it's not only a point of hours, of 24 hours, but the other days and weeks after that moment, because NASA will take his time to do stuff, right? Who wants to take this?
Yeah. Well, I can start a bit, and then Elio can support me with all the different pieces.
Please, Andrea,
it's pretty easy to say what they do at the beginning, because when the rover landed, the first thing, apart removing the cables, is starting a self-check. So it's checking every single part, checking everything is fine, communicating to the Earth that is landed safe. And then, honestly, I don't know how much will take this self-check, but I think that between the check from Italy and whatever could be a few hours, and then it's starting the mission. If you want, I can share you a picture of the proposed route of the rover. And then you can tell you a bit more about the different devices for the experiments.
You are cooperating, kind of a duo of presenters.
So now, that is pretty easy. I'm doing the easy part. So I think you see here the picture.
Yeah, sure. Great. Yeah,
okay.
You can go in.
Well, this is the J0 area. It's not well defined where it will land because it's automatically decided, and so is the rover itself deciding precisely where to go. They have a kind of circle, and in that circle it's really decided by the rover itself.
So wait, Andrea, sorry, just let's go deep in this. The rover will be, as we said, it will be laid down to those crane with the rockets, and dynamically it will decide without any kind of assistance from the Earth. Nothing will gonna be there to help him. He will gonna decide autonomously where to land based on the pictures is gonna take in live.
Correct. Right? What is really important in this mission, because The fact that the rover is landing autonomously, it always happened because of these 7 minutes of terror.
Yeah,
what
sure.
is really particular this time is that with all the cameras, there is software to decide where to go. So with the rockets and the camera and a bit of intelligence on the rover itself, the rover is deciding where to go autonomously. Before it was more or less, this is the area where I have to land, but it was not driving. In this case, it's the first time where there is a driving system to direct it to the best place to go.
Wow, that's great. I mean, it's all about image recognition at the end, right? I mean, it's
yes. They take some pictures, mainly from all the satellites around. Also, the German space agency supported a lot, and I think they take the best picture from German satellite, and then they put this picture on the rover, and the rover is taking real-time picture to understand where it is. So it's comparing the picture he has in the memory with the picture that he's taken, and then deciding a bit where to land and where to go.
Wow.
For sure, I want only to add, it's all correct. I want to add that in this autonomous navigation, there are cameras, specific cameras that are used to correct the navigation and seeing also for some obstacles during the navigation path.
As we do while looking for a park, right?
Yeah, sure. So what Paolo was saying before is it's important, the coding. Coding is part of this great project because apart from the instruments, the hardware, that let me say, hardware is not so so big in terms of computation because as you said before, we have about 200 megahertz CPU, for example, 256 flash memory, and only about 256 kilobyte of read-only memory, erasable memory, and reprogrammable memory. So we don't have so much space for computation. But this space has to be used in the best way, and only with a good coding. This is possible. So we have a very complex navigation system in Perseverance rover and also in Ingenuity helicopter because it's a sort of same software. Okay, so this is.
Elio, are they going to use LiDAR cameras?
LiDAR
cameras, the cameras that gets point clouds to define the autonomous moving of the rover on an environment.
LIDAR, LiDAR. I guess that's something we can check in case, of course, it's not in our knowledge so far.
Okay.
Paolo, maybe you can have a look at the.
If you want to add, Paolo, it's okay. I have studied all the camera for example, apart from navigation, all camera used for scientific observation.
Yeah, I guess exactly. We
Super
talk a lot
Cam,
about
Mass Cam, the Sherlock, the Watson are all camera that are used to analyze and to do the main mission aim, that is analyze rocks. Because we want to know if there is life on Mars.
Exactly, I see, and I guess that there is the proper time to do so. So we will leverage on Elio's presence in order to go deep in some of the main aspects of the Perseverance mission as itself. What's going to be, because even to answer the question we received, what is about the next 24 hours of the mission? There was another question about the helicopter role. Like, we are here. We are all passionate about stuff. flying, exploding, moving, and so why not to talk about an helicopter on a rover on Mars? That's something on NASA engineers talk about a lot, I guess. I mean, why not? We are sending a rover there, as big as a car. Why not to carry it with a little rover that can fly around? It would be nice. Why not? So that's Ingenuity drone that is equipped, I mean, part of the equipment of the Perseverance rover, Elio.
Yeah, Ingenuity, the particular fact is that the main mission for the helicopter is to arrive on Mars. Stop. This is the main mission because first of all, the first milestone, they have about 7-8 milestones. The first milestone is to see what happens if you send an helicopter on Mars and a controlled flying vehicle on Mars. And after you see what happens when the helicopter is released, the second milestone. The third milestone is to see what happens when the helicopter opens the rotor and it starts to use the rotor. And only at the end, they want to see if the helicopter will fly. This is the last part. But it's really interesting, for sure.
Okay, and a part of the helicopter that, as you said, it's part of an experimentation, let me say, of what's going to be what is the Perseverance main goal and milestone that the rover has to make in the next weeks? Because again, we are talking about a very long mission. We are all, interested right now in the landing, of course, but then it will be a very long path of scientific experimentation.
If you want, I can share with you an image from which we can start to talk about this, and after, for sure, my colleagues here can go deep. Sure. I can explain what happens from the rover point of view. So wait a moment.
Maybe while Elio is searching for the picture, I found some information in the past days about the 4 major goals. They want to study geology, so they want to see how is the geology of Mars, to see if what they assume to have happened in the past is real. They are studying, they want to check for life presence, what they call astrobiology.
Sure.
They want to take some samples because the future mission will take these samples back to Earth. And the last part, but is also pretty cool, is they want to prepare, to study things to prepare the human visits. Elio can tell you later, there is a specific device to generate oxygen. So it's going in the terraforming area you were talking about before, Enrico.
Yeah, the terraforming concept. Fabrizio left us for a moment, but I guess that once he will be back, we can talk a bit more about that concept that is very futuristic, of course, but there's so many interesting, of course. Elio, would you go in an overview?
We can. I can start to talk about this because there are so many information, so much information for regarding this issue. The main mission, as said Andrea, is to check evidence of life on Mars. To do this, the rover will use some scientific instrumentation and will use a long arm with some instruments. At the end of it, a sort of big hand, much bigger than its predecessor, Curiosity. And at the end of this end, there are some scientific instruments, some cameras for a macro overview, and also a drill to get samples from the subface of Martian surface terrain. Ecco. So, for example, we have some spectrometer to analyze for example, the composition of the terrain, and we have a special cam that we call a super cam. This cam is really interesting because it fires. Because it fires at a laser at a rock. I don't know if this information is correct, but I think that we have two kind of different lasers depending on which we want to analyze in terms of spectrogram. So what we get from the laser, there is this spectrometer that get the diagram of the vaporized rock. So
that's what you mentioned, Elio, as with the microphone, they will hear the sound of the rock exploding.
We will have both the information.
Okay.
The diagram that is captured by a camera. While at the same time, this is the first time that we could hear the sounds of another planet. Because other two missions try to bring microphones on another planet, but one mission failed, and on the other mission, the microphone never was turned on. So this is the first time. And apart from listening the wind or some others, I don't know, wind or the sound of the wheels on the surface, the robot, the rover, will use the sound of the staccato pop. Is called staccato pop. Is a sort of pop that makes the sound of the broken rock, and they will analyze the diagram of the wave recorded to get the composition of the rock. It is an important additional information. Yeah, for sure.
Sure. Staying with this image, I will ask to all the others in the panel, which is the one you were more curious about? What is the something that trigger your curiosity?
I love to know more about the generation of oxygen.
That's a point, yeah, for sure. Is it related with the terraformation topic?
Yes.
Okay. It's an experiment that its name is MOXIE. That says for Mars Oxygen Ursu Experiment. And the idea is to produce oxygen from Martian atmosphere, from converting the carbon dioxide. So I don't know if someone here would add something about the composition of the atmosphere, but we have already talked about this. I don't know if someone would add.
Elio.
Giuseppe,
we talked about this before, and the difference between the Earth atmosphere, which is made mainly by nitrogen, oxygen, and the other gases, we find on Mars an atmosphere made of 96% of CO2, as you were saying before, and the other gases. But the lighter one, because of the thinner atmosphere on Mars, they simply go and they cannot be captured in the atmosphere. Also because the low gravity, around 37-38% in reference to the Earth one. So yes, there is a lot to do on Mars.
Yeah, sorry. In the meanwhile, sometimes we have a look at the NASA live streaming, because of course we are here for that too, to answer our curious and passionate community questions. But to having a look right now, we are looking at the control room, I guess, the JPL laboratories that are in connection with, waiting as we are doing. For news coming from Perseverance. It's 10 minutes to 9 right now. I'm happy to say, guys, that we are talking, it's 1 hour and 26 minutes we are live. Are you surprised by that? Still alive?
Yes.
I'm here.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Still alive.
surprised.
That's a good point. You see,
Okay.
it's not because I'm saying so, but I see it that it's working. I'm excited about it, and I'm not feel. I mean, a part of the stool here that is a bit broken my back. For the rest, I'm fine. Okay. Okay, back to the NASA live streaming. We are seeing, the continuously the preparation for the rover landing on Mars. That is expecting to happen. At least for the timetable we have here. That of course is an approximation, but we hope to have confirmation about it in about 40 minutes, if I'm right. There will be the separation from the orbiting spacecraft of the rover approaching Mars, entering the atmosphere of Mars. So that's something happening in a matter of minutes, 40 minutes from now, and we are of course curious about it. Let's go. The NASA live streaming will be back to the questions coming from our audience. I see that we have another question coming in. I can pick one from the long list we have. There was Eric asking, at what speed will the rover travel on land in Mars? That's another interesting thing. It is as big as a car, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Sure. It's speed something NASA is taking care of, or actually, there's not that much area. It can be. Travel.
Is an important question, really interesting because we can't compare the speed on Earth to the speed on Mars. We have to NASA engineers take in consideration the fact that the rover has to use not so much power and have not so much power consumption. So the speed you have with the Perseverance is about 4 centimeters per second or 152 meters per hour.
Okay,
but
so kind of slow, right?
It's slow, but is a great. It's not important the speed for this rover, but it's important its journey and the fact that it should complete all mission and collection of the samples that have to be collected on Mars surface for future mission to get it.
It's definitely not a Michael Bay movie where Armageddon, where the rover travels kind of speed of light on the asteroid.
I think no, but another information that is interesting that I have found on the NASA repository is that this slow speed is consume less than 200 watts. If you want to have a comparison with a car, for example, a 200 horsepower car engine, it consumes nearly 150,000 watts. So there is a great difference of power consumption.
A big lap. In the meanwhile, we were back to the NASA live streaming, and I guess there was a question before asking something like, why is there any possibility of having one of the past rover framing the landing of the Perseverance rover on Mars? It would be great, of course, but I don't think so. It's not something that we can promise definitely happening tonight. But that's the point, as Alex shared before, that rover's mission are becoming, are something happening this year in a matter of 2 missions. And question at my side, something about the future? Are there already other mission announced to land on Mars? There might be the surprise question.
I don't remember exactly the date, but there are missions, both to go to Mars from NASA and also from ESA. I think if I remember well, the collection of all the piece of terrain taken by NASA will be taken from ESA, and bring back to Earth by ESA rover.
Exactly. It is a cooperation between Roscosmos and ESA, and it is ExoMars 2022.
Whoa! So it's gonna be. I mean, that's overall, including not only the mission to Mars, but even the future mission on Mars, the Artemis project, if I'm right, the made by NASA for the exploration of the moon again. All the things happening in the atmosphere with the satellites. You know, the SpaceX missions. Experimentation on a mission actually to put in place so many satellites around Earth. I mean, in general, space industry is something trending right now, and definitely real stuff happening, and of a big interest for the whole scientific community, but in an industry perspective too, right? Yeah. Is there something? Is there something you want to add in terms of the impact for the space industry in the near future? Open
For
question,
sure,
guys.
Enrico.
Giuseppe, please.
Yeah. About the space economy, we had the opportunity also to speak with all the community. So the moment we are living in which one of the representation is for sure this mission is an incredible moment for the old space economy. We have the involvement of a lot of private companies which are coming in and which are helping also the government agencies in the pursuit of space. So these are for sure very, very incredible years. We have an increase of space economy year on year, which also reach 25%. The volume of all the space economy is now the same of for example, the cloud computing industry. We are talking of an industry of more than $300 billion per year.
Wow.
So it's an incredible springing moment.
It's even related with the cost reduction in terms of putting satellites around Earth in general, or going to space in general, is becoming kind of cheaper. It's not something cheap in general, but the reusability of the rockets, the engineering level of everyone. I mean, even because in the past I was a kid, it was up to NASA to go in orbit with the shuttle or other stuff. Was not some for any other. Right now, it's a lot of private companies doing the job.
For sure, Enrico. Let's imagine then, for example, a launch of the Space Shuttle that we know as an iconic launcher. It costed around 1.5 billion per launch. And thanks, for example, to the innovation brought in the market, for example, by SpaceX, now we are able to launch a spacecraft for just $60 million. So we have a drop in the cost of the exploration, and also an increase of the lift, the capacity of lifting weight, which is crucial to also bring instruments to other planets and to keep the exploration alive. So for sure, this is an incredible moment, thanks also to the technological improvements we made in the last decades.
Recently, sure. Another question coming from the live feed of our communities. Bamanu88 asking, how much is the time delay of the communication to the rover on Mars? We mentioned that, but I guess one of you wants to answer.
Yeah, I can take it, Enrico.
Fabrizio,
yeah, sure. So the distance between Mars and the Earth changes over the year. So essentially, we have a time delay which is between 3 minutes and around 22 minutes. At the moment, we are expecting a time delay of around 11 minutes-ish.
Yeah. So the anyhow, what we are gonna comment, it will be already happen in a matter of 11 minutes to Mars, as we look at the stars, and we are just looking at the past light that they emitted so many millions of years ago in this poetic way, of course, of looking at the sky. 9 o'clock, guys, right now, Central European time. We are live since about 1 hour and a half, so happy about it, together with all the bunch of engineers here of the NASA JPL control mission live streaming that we have looking at together right now. Thank you very much to Andrea, Elio, Gabriele, Alex, Fabrizio, and Giuseppe, and Paolo as well, all the people connected together with us. This is a live streaming from Reply, digital consulting company of people passionate about space in order to follow together the Mars Perseverance rover landing on Mars, because, as we say till the beginning, we should do it anyhow at home on our studio with the computer or whatever. So why not to do it together, all together in a crowded live streaming comment, together with a community of people here. I propose you a game. Are you ready?
Yes.
Say yes, because you are the ones who have a role in it. So say we want to try this because it's experimentation, okay? We try to do the experiment of the live streaming and doing stuff in order to make it a bit more interactive. I like to propose you a game. That is, you guys connecting with me right now, so the panel of Reply speakers, you may decide, think about a question to be addressed to the people outside, okay? It might be something we already mentioned, something about space, something about yourself, something about Reply. Think about it, okay? You can use the private chat in order to have an agreement about it, but it has to be a question with an answer that the people have to guess, and if they guess it, the first one guessing the answer and writing it in the channel will win the fantastic and unique and limited edition of the Reply Code Challenge t-shirt, something so new that nobody has it. This is the first one we have. You can look at it here. Code Challenge as the banner I have here behind me on March 11, 2021. On challenges.reply.com, we will have the 4th Code Challenge Standard and Teen Edition open to all the best coders worldwide. And if you want to be the one playing at the game with the official t-shirt, you will just have to answer the question that the people here, the panel of speakers, are preparing live. And I would like to tell you that they were not aware. They are discovering it together with you right now. That's something they are surprised about. So take your time, guys. Repliers, I see you already writing. You may have a question. It has to be, the kind of answer that the people have to write on the chat, okay? So think about it. Once you have a good deal, we take your time. It's not something we have to be hurried about because we still have time to do so. Once you have a good moment, one of you can raise his hand and propose the question live to the others, okay? So think about it. Again, this is a game we can do all together in order to involve the community of the live audience together with us to win a thing. And in the meanwhile, I will continue getting the question from the audience. There are some, proposing stuff coming in. Another question from Tamara, that is, how much it cost this mission? Yeah, that's a very good point. Because Alex is saying, whatever. That's not my money in general. I don't know. Is anybody of you already prepared with this answer? It might be not that easy to get it because that so many space agencies involved. So I don't know if there is a kind of final cost of that mission too. You may Google or look for the answer on your way to.
I read it before, and I think it's about $2 billion, I think.
Okay, we're talking about, you mentioned, $2.2 billion.
Yeah.
Okay. Overall, I guess.
Plan to invest about $7.5 billion. But including $2 billion about the development and the build of the hardware, $200 billion for launch services, $2 billion for 2.5 years of mission operation. So about $700 billion.
Wow. So we are definitely talking about something that just government-backed agencies can deal with. And I mean, yeah, we talk about the space industry that is in general reducing the cost of putting place in orbit, but in a way that's a simpler job, kind of. Here we are talking about rocket science to Mars, so definitely different and more expensive in general. Have you got a deal about the question, guys, or not yet? Seems no. You're shaking your heads. Okay, so go.
We are searching a very difficult one.
It has to be, yeah, it has to be difficult, but then definitely I want to send my T-shirt to somebody in the earth, okay? So think about something they can solve.
No, now okay. I go my personal account on Twitch and I put the answer of the question I'm deciding here.
Oh, come on, fair play. You will receive the T-shirt anyhow. Don't worry about it. Okay, we can be back at the NASA live streaming right now. So I gave you the time to deal about a question to be proposed to our panel of, the audience who is following us. Let's see if they can get the answer, and the first one will get the right. We get the T-shirt, the Cold Challenge T-shirt, exclusive T-shirts sent directly at home. Once we'll be get in touch with you. Earth Guru saying, "I hope the aliens don't destroy the rover and start dancing on it." Yeah, I would. I don't know if the guys here are worried about that, but it's in general something that we don't want to see.
Maintain thermal control, communication with the
we stay a bit with the NASA original audio, okay, guys? Just to let it go for a second.
Programmed activities and dropping into a safe state. With the transition to EDL main, the spacecraft's #1 priority is setting itself up for success on the journey down to the Martian surface. So as part of this mode change, like activity mentioned, we have gone ahead and disabled all system fault protection responses because we no longer need the spacecraft to stop and wait for intervention from the ground to recover. In fact, we need the exact opposite. If at all possible, we need the spacecraft to continue moving through the events of EDL, depending on what is largely a single string system with selective redundancy to do the best job it can. So this is a good time to remind the team that success of EDL is not guaranteed, but we can be assured that a large part of our design was flight proven by MSL. So also, as the activity mentioned, we marked a set of EDL critical devices healthy, regardless of their previous state. And we told the spacecraft to stop any in-progress CBM windows and any in-progress SFP responses, although we had neither of those active at the time.
JPL live streaming right now of the NASA Perseverance rover landing. You are hearing together with us the live comment and live streaming from the NASA people. You see the war room, the kind of war room we are used to as engineers and coding people. How many project release you have, guys, in a kind of similar situation? You feel the panic at all those moments? Think so.
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay, well, I see you are still discussing about the question. Who wants to take the odds and formulate it?
No, sorry. A comment about the tension, about the tensions that they are leaving, because they have no any way to do a rollback.
Yeah, that's the point. No contact in general. No, that's it. It's live in production,
Yeah.
It's even worse if you think about it, because the 11 minutes we mentioned puts you even in a way that is, you are in a limbo, in a moment in which it's already happened, but you don't know it. So that's the point. Only maybe the Chinese satellite knows about it because he's orbiting around Mars and maybe gets the information before the others. Might be. I don't know. Just guessing.
But we are also used about the 7 minutes of terror when you are in the middle of a release and the customer is calling you because nothing is working.
Yeah, those are even more than just 7, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, I see. Alex, you have an agreement about the question to be shared with the audience or not yet?
Not yet. We are still discussing.
Okay, come on, guys. That's not something as hard as deciding the creator where to land the rover. Okay, it's, who wants to take the responsibility can do it. All right, it's just a T-shirt. Don't worry about that. Now, I have even more gadgets, so you may decide about 2 or 3 and propose them differently during the next hour. Okay.
And capture those samples, and then
okay, then we continue the live streaming together with the official NASA one.
Amazing laboratories.
Mentioning I guess that they are doing the job we are doing right now. So describing the missions and I mean the Perseverance mission and its goals, scientific goals for the next weeks and months actually on Mars once landed, hopefully landed as we all hope for. 21 and 11, 9-11 minutes live, Central European time. We are here to comment together with you the NASA Mars Perseverance rover landing mission that is about to happen in a matter of 20 and something minutes. There might start the process that will drive the rover landed on Mars. I see Andrea back. A question for Giuseppe from Mercato di Twitch, one of our friends, of course. A question: could we ever go to Mars? That's kind of open question for Giuseppe, but I guess for all of us.
Yes, for sure. You mean, I think in the next future, probably is not a matter of if we can go, but when we are going to land on Mars. I also opened the question and for Fabrizio, which is explore the themes of habitability. When we will be ready for doing that?
Well, I think that visiting the planet wearing a spacesuit, I think in the near future, so hopefully in the next 10 years, according to Elon Musk, making the planet habitable, so reproducing on the planet the same conditions that we have here on Earth. I believe that, well, I've read some literature about it, and it seems that with current technology in the near future, this is absolutely not possible. Main point is that we need to, first of all, create an atmosphere on Mars, as you well explained earlier, and we do not have enough CO2 on the planet in order to create greenhouse gas. We do not have enough greenhouse gases in order to increase the greenhouse effect, and so warm up the planet. So there are also some crazy ideas like diverting comets and asteroids to make use of the water content, but that it's really for future generations, not for us, unfortunately.
Yes, for sure. But Fabrizio, at the beginning, probably a possible colonization will happen under the surface. I mean, probably in a crater or some under the surface to be also protected from the solar with the solar radiations.
Absolutely right. In fact, we're also looking for these so-called lava tubes, where we can build our first domes, and as you said, really to be protected from the dust storms and also from all the radiation that we get from outer space. Please, Enrico.
Let's make a bet, guys. How many here is still a man walking on the Mars surface? Come on.
Enrico, probably is difficult.
Alex say 20. So from 2021, 2041, right? We did 2040, kind of 2040.
Yes. Enrico, probably is difficult to guess a number, but what we can say is that, for example, Elon Musk used to say that he will die on Mars and not on the landing. So probably
the guy is saying many things, saying and doing many things. So that might be cool, okay, but I'm mentioning about.
Let's base on the age of Elon Musk.
Okay. So 20. You all agree with this estimation? Within 2040, a man will, or a woman, of course, will walk on Mars.
I would say before.
Paolo is betting before.
I bet 15.
15 years from now, Gabriele. You are the younger here, so you will be the one, that will have till. I mean,
maybe.
So I say 17.
Sorry, Andrea, you were saying?
I say 17. So I'm in the mix between the two, in the middle between the two.
In 17 years, right?
Yes.
Okay, but what is? I mean, doing not the bet, but doing a bit more. What is missing so far? It's a matter of cost, because technology is that the missing layer right now.
I think they've never tried the use case about returning back to Earth.
That's the point. I mean, we can go there, but it's definitely hard to arrange the way to go back.
Yes, and it's a matter of also the need of all the material you need also to come back in terms of propulsion, also elements. The issue is that when we think to create a colony on another planet, we first have to bring a lot of material on the planet, and this is a critical issue, because now the cost to bring materials is very high.
Sure.
That kind of material you need for a colony.
Yeah, that's it.
I think also that NASA is planning to not only to bring something there, but also to get something from Mars and catch back to the Earth, because in the next 10 or 20 years. Future missions will be planned with also with ESA to recover the capsules and the sampling materials, and to analyze it deeply on Earth. So there is, for sure, I suppose that about 20 years have to be passed before we can put something there, because I think that scientists want to know better how is composed the red planet.
It's still, there are a long list of things we don't know yet in order to guarantee our presence there. Okay.
I love also the films, the movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger on the other. But
Total Recall, you were mentioning.
Yeah, but okay. I don't know. Perhaps some other agency will do something before. I don't know.
Yeah, the kid here might know it, or might assist to that even in the future, of course. Nice T-shirt, by the way, kid. You very following nice the NASA live streaming, we are getting in touch with. So get back to our business. We are ready with a question. So people in the audience, get ready, because to make this even more interactive, our panel of speakers decided about a question, kind of easy one. Get ready. And the first one of you, people in the audience, that will answer live on the YouTube or Twitch feed will get the fantastic and unique Reply Code Challenge T-shirt. You look so good, how good it is. So get ready to answer. Prepare your fingers, because we will formulate the question together with Fabrizio, the question man right now. And the first one in answering, we will get in touch with you, of course, later in order to send you directly at home the T-shirt of the Reply Code Challenge. Visit challenges.reply.com in order to register your team and win and participate together with us in the Reply Code Challenge on March the 11th. Fabrizio, you ready?
I'm ready.
So there you go with the question.
So guys, the first question is, what are the 7 minutes of terror?
There we go. The first one answering right. And of course, we will look at the different answers, and the panel of speakers here will evaluate your answer in order to see if your own is correct, the correct one, the first one will get the T-shirt. Okay, we'll see. We'll want to repeat it. Fabrizio, you want to say it again?
Sure. So
Please.
Our first question is, what are the 7 minutes of terror?
Okay, so what are the 7 minutes of terror? We mentioned that a couple of times during our live streaming, so if you paid attention, you might know it. Otherwise, you're already Googling it in order to get your answer and see where we go. Play and even answer in order to get the T-shirt, and where you see if you are right or wrong, and you will receive the T-shirt of the reply code challenge 2021 about to happen. I already see some answers appearing from okay, something is already coming in. I don't know if, let me know, guys. I leave it to you, okay? You evaluate, you read, you agree on the private chat we have, letting me know if you see the correct one, okay? Because that's what we are doing right now. It's a very important T-shirt, okay? So I don't want to go to to send it to a guy not deserving it, definitely. Let's see if we have a right one or not. Guys, there is a rover landing on Mars, so if you can do it before it, I would be more than happy. Okay?
It's
I think we have a winner.
Chat.
Andrea, you have it? Oh, sorry, I'm going back.
Yeah, but I can tell you if I'm able to read the name.
Perseverance.
Okay, I see you all agree with Andrea?
Well, I would say that GMZ Games is the first one, even if the second one, MTX Italia, is a bit more complete. So I don't know if you can send them 2 T-shirts.
Oh yeah, you're already changing the rules of a game I invented. That's it.
I agree.
Yeah, that's my job. Come on.
You know, guys, you own me. You're right. I had to do it, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are saying, okay, don't worry. To say so, we are gonna have 2 T-shirts, okay? One for GMZ Games, that is answering the ADL phase. You want to state what is it, the ADL?
Yeah, it's the entry, descent, and landing phase.
Okay.
That how is the the technical name of the 7 minutes of terror.
Okay, and then you mentioned that MTX Italia is saying the NASA engineers called the entry, descent, and landing phase, the ADL you were saying, of Mars entry missions, the 7 minutes of terror. That's what I guess.
MTX Italia Googled very well.
Exactly, I definitely think so. I definitely think so. So you guys, you both, GMZ Games and MTX Italia, you deserve the reply code challenge T-shirt. And of course, we wait for you together with your team to participate in the code challenge on March the 11th. Challenges.reply.com is the website. We'll find a way to get in touch with you privately in order to get the address where to send your T-shirt. If there is any way is there a way to send a private message on Twitch? We don't know yet. We will discover somehow where you can send an email to challenges.reply.com otherwise, and we will get in touch with you in order to your deserved win and T-shirt. Thank you guys for the pitch. It was fair enough. We may have another round before the end or not. Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Sure. Saying so. You have questions for the people. Okay. So I have other gadgets. Let me sneak them out a bit.
Wow, the socks.
Life at Reply Christmas socks. We have sorry about it, but Reply beanie for the winter that is going to expire, but for the next winter might be helpful as well. And that's okay. Okay, so forget about the game for a second. We'll be back serious, maybe with NASA live streaming live right now in order to see what's going to happen. It's 9:24 minutes. Oh gosh. Okay. We still have comments of the NASA live streaming, waiting for the moment in which the Perseverance rover will enter officially the Mars atmosphere, something that in our schedule is about to happen in 13 minutes, because at 9:38, at least on the schedule that I have here together with me, there will be the process will start with the official separation of the landing stage from the orbiting stage that will keep, of course, orbiting the Mars before entering in the atmosphere. We see, okay, pictures of Mars and so on. Okay, thank you, Edo. You can skip about this part so far. We will wait for more important thing happening next. Okay, we see other question coming from the audience we have together with us since hours right now. Hal Ugen say, do you think Mars will become the next human battlefield or unite us? Human battlefield or unite us? Oh, that's a question. Not even, I mean, not only related to space exploration. I still hearing the NASA live streaming. Control room, if you can switch it off, thank you. Okay, who wants to take this? It is even.
How many days do we have to answer?
That's the point. No, definitely not days, but.
Well, you know, this is really a personal opinion, and everyone, I think, could have a different one. But if you look at what is happening right now, there are 3 missions completely separated on Mars in the last 15 days. So this is a message that the first that will come will get more money, more influence. So probably in this moment we are still separated. Probably this is a good moment to try to be also united. But it's really not easy, because one topic we didn't touch today is that Mars is also a golden mine. So with all the rich metals and materials you can find there. You know, the first one going there will be the richest country for the next 100 years, probably.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's as we already mentioned. It's harder to right now to guess how to take that richness and take it back to the Earth.
Yeah,
where I guess
everyone is trying to do that, and we are not working as a worldwide community. We are trying to go there, and you know, even the Emirates after petroleum are going there.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, resources there, and that's why I guess even the samples return, it's so important, even because you can demonstrate above all that you're able to do it. Okay, to return samples on the Earth after a space exploration mission. And any of you wants to add anything about this answer? I mean,
this is. Enrico, this is a very interesting question, because of historically the space was also a way to gather the international community. We can see for example, the International Space Station, in which Russian and Americans work, and also European, other 16 nations. They work all together. So. Sometimes for this kind of mission, which are very expensive, and also from a scientific point of view, they need to gather all the knowledge. This happens, but it's also true what Andrea said, that right now is a period in which all the main countries are looking for a space supremacy. So this kind of collaboration is hard, but sometimes to reach these very difficult goals, the international community is able to gather together.
Yeah, that's definitely, I guess, what we hopefully want to see in the near future. That it's true that it is again a matter of trade-off, as us as engineers are used to, because competition leads us to innovation in a way, because it's by competing the people. I mean, different countries and agencies will try to have a better solution and to proceed and to progress in innovation. But at the same time, it would be great, definitely, at least on space exploration, to see collaboration and not only competition in doing that. Then that's something. I mean, thank you very much for the question coming from our panel and the audience. even because we are in love with the idea of having a community of great people following, and and smart people and passionate about science as we are, of course. We have other ones that I will bring up to your attention. Adriana Butterfly asking, on Earth we can find diamonds in the areas where an asteroid hit the Earth. Does NASA have the same purpose? If yes, will we get to know? I don't know. Is it something stimulating your curiosity, or? First of all, is it true we can find diamonds in the area where an asteroid hit the Earth? You know by your heart?
I don't know, Fabrizio, if you have any evidence on diamonds on asteroids.
Well, you kind of catch me off guard, but I suspect that this might be true, considering the incredible pressure, exactly, which is exerted during this asteroids hitting our planet. I will have to double check, of course, to be 100% sure.
Yeah.
The thing is that to find actually the diamonds there on Mars, most likely we would. I don't think we can do it via space observations. I think we will really have to go there and take samples of the crater, I would say.
Yeah, sure, of course. Yes, that's the point.
I'm not sure whether, Giuseppe, do you think we can somehow find it with imaginary, so with observing the pictures that the satellites are taking?
I don't know if we are able to catch diamonds from the satellites, but for sure we can catch the composition of the surface on the planet. This is thanks to several, I don't want to say wrong numbers, but around 10 satellites that are orbiting around Mars, and that catch with all the instruments which are either panchromatic, so the normal camera that we use in the phone, for example, but also on are radar images that they take, and also other kind of infrared lengths. So it's possible to track and to characterize from a chemical point of view what is the surface composition for sure.
Anyhow, the question is stimulating our curiosity. So if any of you have better insights on the diamond's presence after an asteroid enters the atmosphere and smash on the surface, of course, that might be something that we can follow. It's we passed 9:30. We are entering into the magic half an hour. Because yes, as the NASA people that we are watching right now through the official live streaming might have, they are for sure watching it, even if I don't have any clue of the can of peanuts that are there.
Yeah, I was looking at those peanuts too.
You know why, or I meant just my curiosity?
I don't really know why they get peanuts there.
Yeah,
with the NASA logo, with the Mars landing logo.
Exactly. There is another famous game. You have to guess how many are into it. That might be guess the number. That might be the game they are playing. Maybe, I don't know, but. Okay, a question coming in from our chat, and then I'd like to share it with you. Question for Fabrizio and Giuseppe, but of course, I guess we can extend it to all the people here. What training course do you need to do acquire your knowledge? That reverting, I would say, might be a nice way to repeat the background that you have. The one of you guys with the background in space and the space industry in general. What are your backgrounds? What did you study? I would like to start. Yeah, Fabrizio, why not?
Please, Fabrizio.
Okay, thank you. So I studied physics, and then I graduated in astrophysics here in Munich. So if you're interested in the topic, here in Munich, we have excellent institutes, and this is the place to be for astrophysics. And for the space industry in general, we have also a great technical university where there are a ton of projects related to space.
Okay, I will move to Giuseppe, and then Alex, I guess you can answer as well.
Yes, Enrico, my field of interest is called space intelligence, and how it's translated. So also someone interested in the audience can find interest in the link, is related to geoinformatics. So the way in which we use the Earth observation images and data to detect materials and also to look at on the condition on Earth. We can do a lot of things about with this kind of application. We can use it on in agri insurance, for example, monitoring fields. We can use it for asset monitoring, also for security purposes. So the keywords are Earth observation and space intelligence. There are open classes on this subject. The European Commission, for example, we had the opportunity to share with Alex a few days ago as an open class. We can find a lot of material online on the Earth observation and geoinformatics, which is the field of my interest, for example.
Thank you, Giuseppe, for sharing. We are answering the question coming from Mercato di Twitch. What training course do we need to acquire such knowledge in space exploration? Alex, your background.
I've studied aerospace engineering in Stuttgart. Then I worked in Bremen on the robotics mission. This was a Rover mission for the moon. And then I continued my master in robotics, cognition, intelligence in Munich at the Technical University of Munich. And I also worked for the German Aerospace Center near Munich in Oberpfaffenhofen. Yes.
Then I will extend the question to Elio and Paolo and Andrea or Gabriele, why not, as passionate about science and space in general. And they studied a lot before this event, of course, but even in this perspective for this live streaming, I mean, just leveraging on their curiosity and then in their kindness in being together with us tonight, because at the end we are talking about something happening after job, during the night, in doing something that is just our passion and knowledge. So again, guys, thank you very much for your kind collaboration and help together with us tonight. We are entering again in the live moment. Yeah, we are live till 2 hours, but yes, the control room here is sharing with me that NASA controllers will gobble up lucky peanuts in odd superstition today. Whoa, so that's the story behind it.
Now we got it.
NASA Mars rover will try to nail any red pine today, and NASA flight controllers will make sure all goes according to plan by stocking up on lucky peanuts in the mission control room. So the question here, do you have peanuts as well, guys, at home? Nothing?
No.
Sorry. I don't know. We are in the office. Maybe we have something in the vending machine. Some peanuts or I don't know.
I have something in my kitchen if you want.
Andrea, you please do it. Please, immediately.
Share it.
I will go to search for them. So I exit for a second and coming back.
Don't worry. If anything fails, I don't want to be the one that will
Give 5 minutes.
Reply live streaming was fine with it. We had a minute. Andrea, do it, please. Do it.
Give me 5 minutes. I'm back.
Don't worry. We are here. Do it immediately. I mean, yeah. Thank you, Andrea. Oh, come on. Lucky us that we checked. I was okay. Stefania saying you already ate. Okay, that's great. You have peanuts. Okay, thanks for sharing.
Enrico.
Yes.
Enrico, can I take just a second for a call to action?
Yeah, of course.
I will bring the screen just for a second because before we go in the countdown, I would like to let's see if you see my screen.
Please, in the meanwhile, I can announce that the journey part of of the spacecraft, has been correctly separated from the rover that is now right now addressing and entering in the atmosphere. So, Giuseppe, your time.
Okay, I'm sharing the screen. I don't know if you see it.
Yeah, give us a second. There we go. Yeah.
Let's go. So this is a call to action for all the players which are connected tonight with us. And we have a community, as also Enrico said at the beginning. I'd like that, meanwhile, we have this streaming. You go on Tantami and ask for subscribe the Tantami Sphere Space Jam. This is our community. This is an event organized in this kind of activities. We are joining and we are creating together. So please go there, ask for joining the Space Jam, and we will be more than happy to welcome you and to bring and do more activity in the future.
Thank you, Giuseppe. You were absolutely right in sharing. That's a call, of course, for the part of our audience that is in reply, open to all the repliers. If you want to get in touch with such a bunch of great guys, Space Jam is the name of the Tantami sphere and community where you can access. Otherwise, if you are not part of reply and you are studying, of course, we kindly invite you to send your resume to to visit careers.reply.com and to upload your resume and to present yourself to reply in order to organize an interview. And we are always hiring and more than happy of welcoming you into our big and always growing family. Otherwise, of course, yes, that's something that we want to share together with you anyhow, part of the Life at Reply experience and such a great company we are all part of. Right now going into the NASA live streaming because you see, you see the countdown started. The atmospheric entry will happen in 7 minutes and 20-something seconds. So we will stay with the NASA live streaming from now on, I would suggest. Hearing time by time the comments appearing, and of course, guys, feel free to intervene any moment you want in order to, of course, complete and better describe what's gonna happen. You all excited, guys?
I am. Like,
I can't wait.
I really can't wait.
That's the moment we were preparing for more than 2 hours. So you deserve it. Sorry, one moment. Andrea, you back?
Andrea is back.
Come on, Andrea. Wow. Yes, we can do it.
Also the candy one.
Great.
I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah,
Nice.
we can.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay. It's okay.
Different kind of
Andrea, come on. I'm so relaxed now, right now that we have. Okay.
So I just stealen from my daughter.
Oh, you steal the room and the penis. Your daughter is definitely part of this mission.
And now also my dinner here.
Yeah, that's it. Back to the NASA live streaming. Okay. 6 minutes till the atmospheric entry. We are together with you in the JPL headquarters.
We are already in the 7 minutes of terror.
Yeah, for sure.
At that time, Perseverance.
So you know that they are entering at 20,000 kilometers per hour, and they need to go till 0 to land.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
In near real time, there are a few expected short outages, such as when we have a plasma backout or when
the temperature will be about 300 degrees in Celsius.
We should have
pretty hot.
About 90
Yeah.
seconds after
But the capsule is made in a way that the rover will have around 20 degrees inside. So the rover camera will not reach 20 degrees, even if outside is 1,300.
Yeah,
But
because
as far as I understand, the 7 minutes should start when the capsule will enter the atmosphere.
Minutes and 45 seconds.
Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter.
Yeah, exactly. I guess so. That's the countdown to that moment right now.
Yeah, exactly. The countdown to the 7 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. The 10 minutes before they remove the solar panel and all the things, so that there will be only the capsule entering the atmosphere.
It should be in
the cruise stage. The cruise stage, that is the motor is detached. and after remains the aero shell that is composed of the back shell and the hat shield that protect the rover and slow down the entry in the atmosphere, for sure.
Health and well-being today to keep our nerves in control.
Around this time, a second spacecraft, Maven, should begin picking up telemetry from Perseverance and will continue.
They are more nervous than us.
That's what I was saying. That definitely they have a job that it's either than now our own right now, because of course we had fun together commenting, and sharing knowledge and answering the question, but now it's showtime. And of course we may all look at the faces there and people walking nervously. In the meanwhile, they are waiting for good news. That's actually no news is good news right now so far, I guess. It's the moment in which...
Yeah, because nobody knows what the rover will find on the surface of Mars. Is it really a particular moment?
We stay together with our friends at NASA, of course, to comment the Mars Perseverance rover landing together with a bunch of repliers passionate about space. We are live since 7:30 tonight. We shared so much, having fun and looking at what's happening in the Mars atmosphere, where we are about, together, all of us, collectively, waiting for the landing of the Perseverance rover, as we have described in the previous hours together. And right now we are entering again in the showtime, the moment in which everything should happen. And we are, of course, all of us hoping for a success.
You see, there is an ADL activity lead, an ADL project manager, so they have the same role like us.
Yeah, somehow, yeah. We are happy to say that. Yeah, we have any of us at the role, and we are waiting to stuff happening.
And other things that links us to them.
Sure. I'm to Zinzim saying "Op to find diamonds." Yeah, definitely. Let's see if it's gonna happen. 1 minute to the atmosphere entry, and then of course everything will follow. It's worthy to remember, I would say, guys, that there is nothing that the people here can do, right? They're just waiting for signals, but then that's something that is millions of kilometers happening far away in the space.
Yeah. Essentially, the probe is completely alone and really has to control itself on its own.
Yeah. The feeling of it's years and years. People here are working on that, and all the results of their job should happen right now.
About 190 kilometers.
I see people commenting about the scrum of the waterfall procedures on the chat. You guys definitely do my day. May the force be with you. Yeah.
What I'm surprised is that with all the masks, you cannot really see the faces, so you don't really understand if they are worried or not.
That's it. That's a point. Sure.
But I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah.
We reached the
countdown ended, and so
the entry interface. Perseverance is currently going 5.3 kilometers per second at an altitude of about 120 kilometers from the surface of Mars.
That's what they are sharing, that officially on Mars time, Perseverance may have landed, but due to the 11 minutes of waiting of the communication transmission delay, we don't know it yet.
Controlling its path to the landing target.
So it already happened or not, and we are just here to discover that.
Navigation is also
I'm so excited.
See a little bit of that slowdown of the atmosphere on
the cockpit they were presenting before was interesting, with all the speeds and all the distances.
Yeah, you're right.
Kilometers per second and an altitude of about 67 kilometers from the surface.
60 kilometers from the surface, 4 kilometers per second speed.
Is decelerating at 32 meter per second square.
Yeah.
The vehicle should be doing its turns right now.
Hammerhead's lost lock.
Perseverance.
I think we are about to reach the peak heating moment. So when the maximum temperature of the heat shield.
In order to control its distance to the landing target.
Minus 91.
Point of maximum deceleration and has indicated that it felt approximately.
I want to see the step 38 done.
Deceleration.
Yeah, that's you see it. A long list till the end.
We saw a small outage of the UHF telemetry from Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter during that peak heating phase, likely caused by the plasma blackout. Perseverance is still continuing to perform bank reversals in the atmosphere to control its distance to the landing target.
Earth Gruel was saying use telescopes to get a peak. I guess it's too far, man. No way.
Perseverance is going about 1 kilometers per second at an altitude of about 16 kilometers from the surface of Mars. We have entered heading alignment, which
what happened with number 9?
No longer trying to control the distance to Mars. But
Good question. Don't know.
To the target on Mars, but instead it's flying straight to the target.
They skipped it, I guess.
But the fuel indicator says it's full, so we are okay.
Yeah, seems so. Yeah, you're right. I'm reading on another thread that they succeeded with the peak of heating. I mean, at least they're receiving it as a. Oh, maybe it's already written in the dashboard here.
And also now the deceleration is more quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, perhaps the parachute is opening.
Is about 550 meters per second at an altitude of about 15 kilometers from the surface.
This guy that is always looking up is scaring me.
Yeah, me too.
He's always looking up like if the rover is landing on his head.
Where spacecraft will jettison the entry balance masses in preparation for parachute deploy and to roll over to give the radar a better look at the ground.
Shoot deploy will be the next.
Navigation has confirmed that the parachute has deployed, and we are seeing significant deceleration.
Okay, something
happened.
Our current velocity
is the parachute deployed?
Per second.
Yeah. Okay.
From the surface of Mars.
And the next step is. Okay.
They had confirmation of it. Exactly.
Yeah. Great.
The parachute was one of the critical part. Because the speed was really high. And, if I remember well, the tension on the parachute is something never tried on Earth.
Is 145 meters per second.
So it was really
9.5.
Yeah, Red is the biggest supersonic parachute that they launched.
12 kilometers on top of the Mars surface right now. That's 12 kilometers.
Arturto something is saying that he's looking up to pray.
Yeah, might be. This bug feature will not impact the mission. Might be something. Arthur is a friend of ours with cluster reply.
Oh, something happens. Something happens.
What happened?
Perseverance is continuing.
We can read. Okay. MLA priming logic enabled.
Of terrain relative navigation and subsequently the priming of the landing engines. Our current velocity is about 90 meters per second.
Next step, I suppose, is the thunders to slow down.
Yeah, the applause you heard was about the radar. He started tracking the surface.
Great.
We have timing of the landing engines. Current velocity is 83 meters per second at about 2.6 kilometers from the surface of Mars.
Jetpack.
We have confirmation that the back shell has separated. We are currently performing the divert maneuver. Current velocity is about 75 meters per second at an altitude of about a kilometer off the surface of Mars.
Kieran, safety Bravo.
We have
There we go, guys. Showtime.
Current speed is about
Almost there.
30 meters per second, altitude of about 300 meters off the surface of Mars.
200 meters.
And now there is only silence.
I see green on the monitor.
Accordion, which
I suppose it's a good
conducting the sky
good sign.
maneuver.
We've lost direct Earth tones.
As expected. As expected.
As expected.
Wow.
Brief. Keep the brief.
Be ready for touchdown. Come on.
Whoa!
Oh,
Is landed.
Is there?
Signals from
You got
Not yet done.
UHF is good.
Wait for it.
Peanuts, Andrea.
Wait.
They are here. They are close to me.
great. Yeah.
Landed.
Great.
That's a thing.
Wow. Yes.
So my
Okay,
team
guys.
was-
We did.
Come on. I want to see photos now.
I want to see the first image.
Photos and audio.
We did it.
Brilliant.
Great. Congratulations.
Guys, if we were together here, there will be a good moment to hug ourselves. Unfortunately, it's not possible, but that's the point. We did it. I mean, yeah, we together with the guys here. Come on.
Yeah.
That's great.
On the port stage, still getting telemetry from the lander.
Okay, now it's time to get things sure and to see. Yeah, Ant already saying now collect all the diamonds. The sky crane, they have the confirmation of the sky crane correctly separated in the maneuver and going away from the rover, the Perseverance rover.
Yes, I know it's because of my peanuts. Thanks.
That's it.
Thank you, Andrea.
Luckily, we did it before. Imagine the opposite. Imagine it.
Yeah, we just heard the news that Perseverance is alive on the surface of Mars.
That's it.
Oh,
That's
they heard the noise. Wow. Yeah.
I guess they have the chance of receiving a low quality image from the surface. That's something they can't promise, that there is a possibility of having so in a matter of minutes, of course.
Strong signal from the lander.
Strong signal from lander.
Yeah, good.
Okay, I would be already drunk. They are kind of sober till, but that's
Alive on the surface of Mars. Congratulations to the mission. And looks like we have some more news in. It looks like we're getting the first image.
That's it.
Hey.
Yeah.
You come on, full screen, NASA. Push the button.
Yeah, because they have a lot of cameras on the top, on the bottom during the descent phases. So I think they have a lot of material to show it to show us.
Yeah, for sure. They are collecting images from like the beginning. So
yeah,
they already have a lot of images now.
Yeah. This is the first time that they have the image of the canister in which the parachute was released out. So
that's it.
Wow.
Nice.
Here we are.
Wow.
You know,
Welcome on Mars.
I can see a diamond there.
Sorry.
Known as the hazard camera.
Maybe they're well hidden, Enrico. They're well hidden, so we have to go
well
there.
hidden under the
And we
surface.
will get higher resolution photos later in the day.
My gosh, guys, that was perfect. Kind of seamless, you know? I mean, it was live together with us. It's kind of crazy. Come on, let's forget for a second about our science passion. It's kind of crazy. We're talking about millions kilometers far away, hundreds of millions kilometers far away planet where we successfully landed.
Yes, you're right.
Something as big as a Mercedes or a different car, whatever, with a drone, an helicopter drone on top, ready to make hundreds of scientific experimentation there. That's something, I mean, we can collectively as human being proud of.
You're right.
Sure. You led the team.
Well, now we can say that, but there could have been so many things that could have gone wrong that it's really a terrible success.
That's it. That's absolutely, you're right. I mean, right now we are in the situation that we can say so. I mean,
this is why I didn't say before.
yeah, that's the point. That's the point.
Oh, we just got our second image in.
There's mentioning a second image.
Is in.
Okay, these
those are diamonds, definitely.
Those are diamonds.
Yeah, sure. They're
Diamond for sure.
they're near the ground.
Or peanuts.
You can see the wheels.
Or maybe peanuts.
And they're a little dirty because we've got glass covers over these.
I'm so
these
disappointed.
Cameras. But we took these seconds after landing, so there's still dust in the air from our landing event. So this is happening. This happened just seconds ago. Just arrived, and this is really amazing.
Tamara, he's correctly saying, is it the wrong planet? They might be. We did everything. We are on Venus. Oh, come on.
He's right. He's not red.
That's it. That's the point.
Arranged together, we can succeed. This is what NASA does. This is what we can do as a country on all of the problems.
You're
we
watching
do
it
have.
live with
We
us,
need to work
Abdul.
together to do these kinds
Yeah,
of things.
yeah,
and make
yeah,
success
exactly.
happen.
They were mentioning, I'm following other tweets in which they are mentioning that, of course, better quality and colorful pictures will follow in the next 24 hours.
NASA, Steve Jurasik. Steve, welcome and congratulations.
He's the NASA director. Live comment.
Amazing day.
How does it feel to have another rover on Mars?
It's amazing. To have Perseverance join Curiosity on Mars, and what just a credit to the team. I mean, just what an amazing team to work through all the adversity that goes and all the challenges that go with landing a rover on Mars, plus the challenges of COVID, and just an amazing accomplishment.
And what does this mean for NASA and its future plans?
So for robotic exploration, every time we execute a mission with new instruments, we discover new things and things we never thought we would discover. So that always informs our future robotic missions, both landers, rovers, and orbiters. This mission also has technology on it. One of the cool things is the Ingenuity helicopter. It's an experiment on this mission. But if it's successful, we can use it as an science observation platform by putting instruments on it, and also use it as a scout for future rover missions. And then just the entry, descent, and landing capability. It'll allow us to land more larger, more ambitious robots on the surface of Mars. And then for human exploration, we have the MEDLI, Mars Entry, Descent, and Landing Instrumentation, which is going to give us EDL information. We have the Mars Environmental Dynamics Analyzer. It's going to give us properties, size and properties of dust particles, because when we send people, we're going to have to deal with that dust. This is just an incredible mission because of the science and the technology, and then caching samples for a Mars sample return mission. That will be an amazing mission, the first round trip to Mars and back, and bringing those samples cached by Perseverance back to Earth to examine with state-of-the-art equipment in our laboratories here on Earth.
We have so much to look forward to. And we also have a student question coming in from Landon.
Student question.
Hi, my name is Landon Applegate. I'm in 6th grade, and I'm going to Academy for Academic Excellence. And my question is, do you think we could get resources from Mars to help on future missions, or even as like a launching point?
Great question, Landon. Actually, we have an experiment called the Mars Oxygen In Situ Resource Utilization.
We talk about it.
And it's going to demonstrate generating oxygen from atmospheric CO2, and that could help generate breathable oxygen, and even if we can liquefy it, oxidizer for propulsion systems. So that's a tech demo on Perseverance. And then we're going to continue to characterize the frozen water on and below the surface of Mars, and eventually try to figure out how to extract that water from the Martian soil, or what we call regolith. And then we can use that for potable water, and also break it down into oxygen and hydrogen for rocket fuel. So absolutely, we're going to try to eventually figure out how to live off the land to support human missions to Mars.
Honestly, I preferred Elio's answer to that question, but that's okay. Okay, I get it right. That's okay.
Perseverance has safely touched
Okay, we can stay with the NASA live streaming behind us. I would say maybe a bit more silent, and we will have a look. I don't know if they're gonna share something relevant so far, but okay, we received the two images, the black and white images we get, and then maybe others will follow later. We are still having questions and comments everywhere from the stream. Let me say that, okay, first of all, guys, great job. Thank you very much. We did it. NASA teams, of course, did it, actually. But us, in a matter of live streaming together and commenting the mission, I guess you did a great job, and thank you very much for that, because it's been very interactive in a way that people have been welcomed in assisting the event together with us. And so there was kind of experimentation, and thank you very much, Elio, Gabriele, Andrea, Paolo, Fabrizio, Giuseppe, Alex, the others that, okay, I see already a drone there. Thank you very much, Elio. And everyone following together with us in the latest 2 hour and 43 minutes of live session on Twitch. These memorable milestone moment of science, where the Perseverance rover successfully landed on Mars for this incredible mission that now will officially start all over again with all the experimentation in program for the next months. So bye, guys. Now time to have dinner and more tazza and bread. Yeah, that's the dinner you deserve, definitely. The Phoenix were the game changer. You did it. Yeah. We have to take this for the next and coming and future possibly live streaming we'll have together, okay? Do not forget about the peanuts. Luckily, we did it before the end of the mission. Now, we have all the time of the night if you want so, but of course, I don't want to, tomorrow will be a working day, so we definitely deserve to have some rest. State that we will still be together for a few minutes to see if anything more will happen on the NASA side. You guys, anything to mention? Anything you want to add? Stage is yours. Feel free to,
Enrico, may I ask you how many people were connected at the streaming?
That's definitely a good question. I never had the concern about the number in general. I would ask they are making me some numbers from the control room if they will write it. But then I would like to answer a way that I just yesterday see a great Twitch YouTuber, a great Twitch live streamer, answering a similar question to a guy that was saying, all the effort you are doing, all the stuff, all the things, and just 10 people watching on your live streaming. And then the great answer was, you're right. You know what? Imagine if behind me, I have 10 people. Those 10 people together with me watching the thing I'm watching right now together with you. Is it enough? It's not about the numbers. It's about the community. If you're doing it right, you will attract the right people. And that's definitely an answer deserving that guy that was, of course, trying to do another way. But whatever the number we reached, and I will answer your question any moment, I will have the answer. In general, think about it. We will together here for the community. We definitely interact with during these latest 3 hours. And think about it, if they were together with us, even in an online mode, doing that. And definitely, on my side, my humble opinion, it was great.
Yeah, Enrico, regardless from the number, we can feel that the interest is increasing a lot on these topics.
Yeah, sure. Anyhow, Tamara was seeing 71 people now on Twitch watching at us. Then collectively increasing the YouTube number. I guess we do more than 100 at the peak and so on. So for our first live streaming here on Twitch, I'm more and more than happy of the results and to have shared these together with you guys. Again, your moments for the final comments.
My name is landed on Mars.
I'm sorry, Gabriele, you say?
My name is landed on Mars now because Hamza promoted an event that where you can send your name, and they put your name on a chip on the Perseverance, and now the chip is on Mars.
You applied to that?
Yeah.
Good. That's definitely something you're sharing just at the end because you want to be sure you
potentially landed.
Exactly. Only if landed. My name is on Mars.
Thank you, Enrico. Thank you to everyone. Thank you for inviting us. And it was really interesting also for studying with you and go deep in the topics. It's really a great moment. Thank you for your invitation.
You too, man. Thank you very much, Elio, for your enthusiasm and curiosity about the mission in general. Yeah, the name was Gabriele Peanuts, of course, on Mars. And Elio is a great example of a replier passionately looking for more information and continuously studying about something he's curious about. That's what we did here in the lifelong learning path. Paolo.
Enrico, you have already said that, but I want to remind that how this event tonight has born from a group of people that met in our internal social network, and the community grew very fast, and so this is the way we do things in Reply. So I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, I do agree, of course. Thank you, Paolo, for your passion and your presence together with us here tonight. I see that Matteo Pozzana saying landed on Mars 11 minutes after it happens, because actually, the delay may continue. And so after 11 minutes on the Earth, who knows, Matteo, where you are? And then the information continues following. Thank you very much. You guys, Andrea, anything to add?
Well, it was so exciting. I'm a passionate about the space. I studied a bit more than usual to see what was happening, the 7 minutes of terror and whatever. And, I feel like I landed on Mars myself now. So it's really, really great.
Definitely. From your daughter's room to Mars.
Well, when I was going to take the peanuts, I see my daughters following me live on the other room.
Oh, that's a point. They were proud of Daddy, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, Andrea, as well, for your kind participation. I'm moving to Fabrizio. Your time.
So thank you very much, Enrico. Thank you, of course, to the entire Reply team. It was a huge honor to be here with you.
For us, man.
Of course, let's replicate the experience with the next landings. There are many more to come in the next years.
Sure. That's a kind invitation. We are, of course, happy to get and to. This is something we can involve our community too. If you want to propose us space exploration in general events that we'd like to follow all together, we are here just for that. But in general, I would propose it as well if there are any kind of scientific engineering coding events that might be interesting to follow together. We are, of course, just the time to switch on the camera, bring some peanuts, and we are right for that. Next unit to come, Mars Reply. Yeah, why not? There already be people asking for that.
But we have already read Reply, no? So
we already read, talking about other stuff. But yeah. Staying in Germany, Alex, your Final greetings.
Or a Mars community of practice.
Yeah, you're right, Paolo.
So thank you for your invitation. Thank you very much. It was a real pleasure. And I was thinking we should do it more often, because what we have seen today is actually history. We have seen history. I mean, it's quite uncommon that something that we build on Earth is landing on Mars, and it's something so. It was really, it's a masterpiece, you know. And let's watch the next Mars landings together here again, and let's comment it, because I had a lot of fun. And yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome, man, and of course, thank you to you for your again kind collaboration and the time you spread. We started talking about this event, I guess, 1 month ago, more or less. You spent many of your free time after job studying and exploring and getting in touch in order to deeply prepare for this. So again, thank you very much. It's a matter, most of all, of passion and not only of skills and competencies, of course. Giuseppe, you have the honor of ending the round.
Enrico, thank you, and thank you for all the enthusiasm and also the possibility we had to share the knowledge together. We worked and also we took this opportunity to have other meeting in the next week with Alexander, Fabrizio, and the other guys. So I'm very happy, and I'm looking forward for the next event we are going to organize together in the growing of this genuine community that is born. And also this kind of events in which are open to the audience, so we can speak not only with the repliers but also with our customer and our friends. I think will be very useful also for the next formats.
Sure, Giuseppe. We are more than happy I mean, looking forward for the next chance to collect again all together in watching another hopefully historical moment and attend it together. I will end with the final question. We already faced it, but Matteo asking prediction on when we will land first people on Mars. Commander Shepard saying 20 years. We collectively make this bet that is from even less than 2040, right? We may think about 10 to 15 years, depending on what we are talking about. And we discussed about it here tonight together in this fantastic live streaming we had.
Andrea told 17s, and he is the one that has the peanuts. So I would
you know, he might be right. You might be right. Okay, guys, I haven't seen any more news coming from the NASA thread. So I guess that everything is working properly, because again, right now, no news is a good news in general. As we say, they are taking their time in order to verify all the equipment on the Perseverance rover and start the experimentation in the next weeks and days. But again, it's a matter of months of experimentation with the rover successfully landed on Mars surface tonight. What else? We are 6 minutes before the 3 hours of live streaming tonight. You deserve it. Thank you very much. You can have your rest and dinner right now. Big applause to all of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Enrico. Thank you very much. To all the people following us, thank you, Edo and Chiara, together with me tonight in the backstage for making this happen. And who knows, we'll be back soon or not.
Sure. Why not?
The next landing is coming, and then we will be back.
If you like these guys, follow Reply You on Twitch, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whichever the social media account, we are there. Reply You. You stands for university. And if you are interested in Reply, visit reply.com, careers.reply.com to send your CV, and challenges.reply.com to attend together with us the Reply Code Challenge on March 11. It will be nice to attend this together with all of you.
And don't forget the Ambassador program.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much, Gabriele, for pointing this out. Part of the Reply Ambassador team, if you want to stay together with us, you are still studying at your university, ambassadors.reply.com is the community of students together with us. Wait for a second, because we are receiving a comment bombing moment. Nice moon landing, sincerely, ATU Delft. I guess that we have students with us from TU Delft. The guys here are watching me as they don't know the game. Sincerely, ATU Delft. Okay, we got it. Dark side on the moon. I don't know. You have any clue of what's happening in the comments right now? Okay, they're just saying hi.
With the moon.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there was not the moon, but that's fine. Okay, thank you very much for following us as well. Goodbye, all the people. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you soon.
Ciao. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.